within, so without. What I've learned to do is listening to people. Usually, I'm the one who's always talking and telling people my situation and helping whenever I can. But I've noticed one thing as well is to feel connected. This always happens to me when I start to get back in a high vibration. I start to remember certain things to get better. I don't know why, but when I relapse, I forget. What I've noticed is to always be connected to people by listening to them. And when you listen to people, somehow they just want to be heard. So it's good to tell people what you do and what you want and what you like. But somehow it's just great it seems when you listen to people and then reply whenever you have to reply. But it's mostly about the other person. That's what I'm learning. Instead about myself, it's usually about the other person. Listen to the other person, hearing the other person out, understanding the other person out, um, doing nofap, doing meditation, eating once a day, um, um, meditation, sleeping well. All these things just help me to notice these patterns, and this is how you get messages from universe. Because remember, universe sends message through people as well. So the more I listen to people, the more I start to understand. Okay, wow, like I said before about soulmates, you hear it from people mentioning her name or his name. So for me, her name was mentioned wherever I was going. I saw her in boards, I saw her in Asda, I saw her in the park, everywhere I was going, Shirley Park, Asda, Shirley, the bank, not bank, near the bank, the church Shirley, just the area called Shirley. And then what really made it amazing, I was not even thinking about this because I've only asked Universe one time about Shirley. If it is her, then let me know through people, through whatever makes it easy. And then yesterday, I was talking to one person in the park from my housemates who was walking with his bike, and he said to me, "Oh, where are you going? Are you going to Shirley Road?" I froze. As soon as he said that, I froze and smiled, but continued anyways because I know these messages come from people. But otherwise, what I've noticed as well is listening to people, hearing people out, understanding people, and listening to them. Sometimes people, all they want to do is be heard. And when you have this kind of energy, when you start to raise your energy, your vibration, your frequency, and you start to eat well, you start to meditate, you start to sleep in a good time, and get as much rest as you can. You start to notice with all this energy you consume, you can put it anywhere. You can put it in toxic ways, or you can get in positive ways. What I notice as well is to stay in this positive energy and to stay in this carrot energy and get higher and higher and level up. But at the same time, I noticed that it's good to listen to other people instead of telling them my situation. It's good to just sit there and understanding other people and hearing other people and what they have to say and what they've experienced and what their lifestyle. Because sometimes it's even intriguing to hear other people's experiences. You never know what they have to tell you, and then that's how you get messages as well through people, through speaking to people, through understanding other people and understanding other people's experiences. Because it's much more exciting to listen to somebody else and what they're going through and what they're experiencing and what they've done instead of talking about yourself and what you've done. It's good when somebody asks you, of course, the question, then you can just go balance back and say, okay, cool, this is what I do and this is what I like to do. But it's really great when you sit down and listen to somebody and try to connect with somebody and try to feel before you talk as well. And when you listen to somebody, try to actually give them the unconditional attention that they desire and that they deserve, and then you'll notice things will be totally different for you and totally different in that kind of relationship, within so without.